The views and opinions expressed by the participants on this show are not necessarily those of Stewart Information Services Corporation or Stewart Title. Before you make any investment, you should seek the advice of your investment advisor or attorney.
When it comes to real estate, everything matters. Whether you're a realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title is here to inform, entertain, and inspire you. Host Bill Napick from Stewart Title will talk with guests about what really matters when it comes to owning, buying, and selling real estate. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title starts right now. Here's your host, Bill Napick.
And welcome to the show, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I am your host. So glad you joined us. This is where America tunes in to hear things that relate to the home, things that relate to real estate in Houston, Texas, and beyond. And today we have a great variety show for you today. Things that relate to the home. We will have a realtor on. We will have someone talking about private mortgage insurance. And now we're going to have someone that's talking about foundations. Our homes are built on a foundation. He is Brandon Hogue with Structured Foundation Repairs. Brandon, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me on again, Bill. I appreciate it.
Indeed. And I'm thinking about it. The foundation is so important to everything in life, but certainly our home sits on a foundation, and you help people with that all the time.
We sure do. We're a full-service foundation repair company, and we offer evaluations for both buyers and sellers of real estate. And, of course, we work with the general public as well.
And let's tell people, too, you're based in the Houston area. What is the reach of your work?
Yeah, we go just about everywhere. We've been as far east as, I think, El Campo, or southeast as El Campo. We've been as far north as Huntsville, far south as around Galveston, and as far east as around the Beaumont area, a little shy of that.
Well, let's tell people, first of all, I guess the first question I would have is whenever a home is built, let's take my home, it was built in 1992, or anyone else, is there a certain year where a problem might occur with a home? Do you see that? Is it age-related, or is it, what are the things that determine?
Yeah, that's a good question. We see them all across the boards. We see them on newer homes. Of course, we see a lot more on older homes. The builders generally give you a 10-year warranty, so most of what we see is going to be older than 10 years, but we do see them under that.
So that's a good thing. For those that are buying a new home, there is a warranty on that. And is that a good mark from your standpoint, a 10-year warranty? Is that what someone should expect with a newer home?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, it's a law that builders have to provide you with a 10-year warranty on a new foundation. So,
didn't know that. So now let's say, take the builder, for example, if there is a problem with the home, will they call your company to step in and do the work?
Yeah, some builders do. A lot of times if somebody calls us and they're in a new home and they suspect that they have a problem, we'll often lead them back to the builder, because sometimes the builder will have somebody specific that they want called out. But we have worked with some of the builders before.
So that sounds very interesting. And then let's say if a home is, let's take an older one, say 30 years old, or maybe even a 35-year-old home, that we have those here in Houston. Is there a case where sometimes that even an old home like that still is in good shape?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, we get calls out where people are seeing signs of stress that may indicate a problem, things like cracks in the brick or maybe some separation or something like that. And they'll call us out, and what we do is we draw the property out to scale, and we mark all those signs down, and then we take an elevation survey like an engineer would on the inside, and then we use 3 criteria to determine if there's a problem or not. And sometimes on those homes, we do find that there's some stress signs that may indicate to them that they have a problem, but they don't actually have a problem. All the criteria for having one.
How long does it take you, or what's the process for you when you go visit a home to know that if there is a problem that needs work, or if it's just natural settling?
It usually, the whole process, the evaluation, which is no charge, by the way, is it usually takes about 40 minutes to an hour, and then homeowners will have questions and things like that for us. And, we can help them understand whether or not they have a problem. If they have a problem, the nature of the problem, what caused the problem, and what we can do to fix it, pricing, any options that they might have regarding repairs or pricing and that kind of thing.
So you can pretty much tell them in that first 45 minutes, and then I'm going to guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes if you see certain things, you may have to come and do a test of some sort or not.
Well, the initial evaluation includes a visual survey of the house, and we physically draw it out, and we actually give you a copy of that. as well as an elevation survey of the house telling us how high or low the floors are. And then we compare that elevation survey to the stress signs on the house. So we look for a clear deviation. We look for stress signs to accompany the deviation. And we compare those numbers to the American Society of Civil Engineers guideline, and that's how we determine what needs to be done.
Very interesting, Brandon. I'm going to tell people your website right now is structuredhouston.com. That is STRUCTURED Houston.com. They can find out more. They can reach out to you also. But give us an idea. How is it that your profession, that you are in the foundation business, and what do you love about it so much? Assuming you love it. I think you do.
I do. I like it all right. Yeah, it's a pretty good business. I enjoy very much the educational aspect of it. That might sound weird, but I actually have a license through TREC to teach a course to real estate agents. In foundation, the course is called Foundation Repairs as it relates to real estate transactions. And so I get out there every day that I can, and I teach a number of real estate agents how they can look at things like warranties or how a company should best be structured because it's an unregulated industry, how to properly install a pier and those things, how a proper evaluation should be done like we just talked about.
Now, in your opinion, and maybe it's been consistent, but let's say newer homes today, are there new techniques that people are using? Are foundations better on homes today, or say were they better 40 years ago in your opinion?
Well, they're better in that any homes that are built from about the 90s on, most of those are going to be on post-tension slabs. And what post-tension cables do in a slab is they add more tensile strength to the slab itself. So concrete doesn't have a lot of ability to flex without cracking and breaking. And that's why they added steel rebar in the past, and now they add post-tension cables just about as a rule. So they are better, but I do see enough of those. So I can't say that there's any less of a rate of failure on those, but I think they do hold up better, but they are newer. So, time will tell how well they're going to hold up.
And of all the things that affect a foundation going bad or needing help, I know sometimes I hear about when there's a tree and it sucks a lot of water out of the ground, and I suppose all sorts of things. Is there one thing that's the worst thing that can adversely affect a foundation that you've seen?
Yes, very basic answer here. The soil that your foundation sits on is the problem. It's a clay soil, and so that means when it gets wet, it swells, and when it dries, it shrinks, and so that causes your foundations to rise and fall. When you add things like trees or, say, drainage issues, that makes it worse. Trees and the fact that they pull moisture out from the soil cause it to dry out, cause the foundation to flex down, and then those cracks develop, and as it moves up and down, those cracks propagate, get worse, and then the foundation settles along those.
Okay, now here's another thought for townhomes, real quick, Brandon, and I'm thinking about where I live. There's a set of townhomes where there's 10 homes, and I'm thinking, gee, what if the guy in the middle or the homeowner in the middle has a problem with their foundation? And the other homes don't want to fix theirs. Can you do something for that person in the middle of, let's say, a row of townhomes?
We can. It's always best to be able to evaluate the entire building and repair it if it needs to be repaired. That rarely happens. So we can do something for those middle units, and that's called stabilization. That just means that we put piers underneath them and we stabilize them as opposed to lifting them.
Very nice, Brandon. Let's tell people how they can reach out to you.
Okay, they can call us at 832-230-5490 and speak to anyone at our office, and they can set up an appointment for you. You can also go to our website at www.structuredhouston.com, and you can fill out a form on our website to sign up for a free evaluation, and the office will call you.
And you are the owner of the company. Now, Brandon, if they want you to have you at one of their classes, what should they do?
Easy. Realtors or brokers can simply call our office and set up a time and a date to have the class. We'll send them a flyer so they can advertise the class to their agents, and we'll provide all the materials. We'll provide the PowerPoint. It's absolutely free. We don't charge for it. So we're happy to do it. So.
Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Hogue. He is the owner of Structured Foundation Repair. You are listening to Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Thank you, Brandon. And we're going to come right back with even more. Stay with us.
Stewart Title has been serving Texas for over 120 years. A Texas treasure, Stewart Title's longevity is a testimony to superior service, innovation, and knowing what their customers want. Recent surveys show that 92% of respondents want secure online tracking tools to help them during the closing process. Stewart Title offers the most robust and secure system to track transactions online available today. To learn more, contact Stewart Title at one of their many offices around the city. Stewart Title, online at stewart.com. That's STEWART.com.
And welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. And now, real estate. She is one of the top realtors. Her name is Vicki Evans with Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. Vicki, welcome to the show.
Hi, Bill.
Great to see you again. Let's give a shout out to your husband. I met him a few weeks ago at Martha Turner's. Let's say, what's his name again?
His name is Rich Evans, and Rich has been a partner with me in the last 4 years, and it's been fantastic having him.
That sounds great. First of all, let's say someone is listening far, far away and doesn't know about your company, Martha Turner. Give them a quick word on Martha Turner's right here in Houston.
Right. Martha Turner was a leading broker, independent broker in Houston since 1981. Sotheby's bought us about 5 years ago, and we are now the leading real estate company in the world.
Indeed you
Yes,
are.
we
And
are.
you're always smiling. Everybody from your company is beaming away and doing a lot of business at the same time. So, Vicki, right now, here we are almost halfway through the year. What's your perspective on the market?
It's been an interesting year. I think I would say in a nutshell that the market is pretty much normalized, which is a good thing. You know, it was a little crazy a few years ago. Things are still moving. We did some statistics to get ready for the show today. And what's interesting is that everybody talks about the inventories being up this year, and yes, they are. There's more to buy. There's more for buyers to look at. But guess what? Sales are up too, and almost
Kind of
even
evening
Steven.
it out. It sounds even Steven,
Right.
indeed.
The high-rise market's a little bit of a different animal.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the high-rise market, you know, there's so many new luxury high-rises coming onto the market and new buildings, and they're exciting and they're fabulous, and it's really cool that Houston has embraced high-rise living finally, and we're becoming a little bit more of the urban city that we should be. But, you know, you see a lot on the market right now. So the statistics are showing that things are sitting there a little bit, and the market's a little slower, which is typical for high-rise versus single-family. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that these new developments are offering their homes for sale yet, but they're not built yet. So
That's always kind of tricky for the
It is.
buyer. Sometimes I guess they get special deals, but I remember I bought a mid-rise maybe 20 years ago, and anxiety of waiting as you pay and you do the contract, waiting to get into it. I didn't like it, but hey, it was
Sometimes-
still a great place once I got there.
Right. And sometimes it's hard for people to, you know, sometimes people are ready to move now, not 2 years from now. And sometimes it's hard to understand what something's going to look like until it's actually built. Having said that, many of the high-rise, luxury high-rises right now, like the Wilshire for one, it's a good example, they're more than 50% sold. So they are getting some people to agree to wait for them to be built.
Now, if I remember correctly, don't you live in a high-rise?
I do.
I think high-rise living is fun. Twice in my life I've had that experience. The ease, the lock and leave, and the views. I've enjoyed it.
It's a very different experience than having your feet on the ground. We're on the 22nd floor in the middle of downtown Houston.
I love that. Yes.
And what's neat for us is, you know, we raise our children in a typical, you know, big house with a big lot of land, always working on the house. And now we're free to work on our clients' houses on the weekend. But the truth is, living downtown is unbelievable.
You're having a good time.
Oh my God. It's so fun. It's so fun. And what's exciting, especially since the Super Bowl, people are now starting to really consider living downtown. And, you know, Rich and I will go out the door any day of the week and there's something going on, or we get on the train. It's kind of spectacular way to live in Houston, Texas. If we weren't realtors, we might not even need a car.
Well, and to me, that's probably my ultimate dream is to not need a car and enjoy life,
It's great.
exercise, and have everything around. But hey, that's me. In the meantime, high-rise living, I still think it's a great thing. As far as buyers, let's say out of 10 buyers that you might run into, how many out of 10 are high-rise potential or asking about
For me, I mean, I don't know what the market says. I haven't done that analysis. For me, it's probably at best two. Houston,
that's still
Houston buyers are still the younger buyers are more apt to look at mid-rise or high-rise. And the difference between the mid-rise and the high-rise usually is services. So the more services there are, the more amenities, the more people that need to be paid, the higher your maintenance fees. So if you can get into a mid-rise, doesn't have a swimming pool and doesn't have a doorman and doesn't have valet parking, you don't have to pay as much to maintain for your maintenance fees.
And as you were starting out, the fact that there are so many choices in the high-rise world, I would think that we would have the choices so we can really get exactly what we want, because there are some that have a lot of amenities and some that have just the right amount.
Exactly. And the newer high-rises that, at least that I know about, are very expensive. I mean, they're very much geared towards a luxury market. So my hope, if anybody out there is developers and thinking about what next to build, I would say please build more options downtown, especially, that are affordable for people. Not everybody has a couple of $1 million to spend on their housing. So it would be great to have options more for the empty nester that doesn't want to spend their whole life savings on a home, or the first-time home buyer.
That's right. And just a side note on the high-rise, I live in uptown Houston, not in a high-rise, but there's so many high-rises around me. I just like seeing them build as I'm walking the dogs. It's exciting to see something growing every day in that urban environment. It's super fun. What about the rest of the market, Vicki?
The rest of the market is again holding firm. I mean, if you look at the statistics from January to June this year versus last year, our inventories are up 25%, but our sale volume is up 15%. So we're a little bit more inventory than sales, but the sales are still up and the prices have retained, where average price range this year is $159 a square foot versus $156 a square foot. So we're doing fine.
To me, it sounds that balance should be very refreshing to the buyer of whatever they're looking for, because it sounds like they have something to look at. It'd be like going into Costco and the shelves are empty. It's good to have inventory and choices. It's good to have choices.
It is good to have choices, and honestly, people are thinking that homes are staying on the market so much longer. But the reality is, yes, over $1 million, they're staying on the market average of about maybe 32 days a month, 32 days longer from this year versus last year. But the days on market for the other price ranges are spot on the same. Spot on, 95 to 90, 113 to 114. So, buyers have more choices. Buyers are less pressured. It makes you more competitive as a seller, and it makes you more relaxed as a buyer. And home buying can be nerve-wracking and
to begin with. That's right.
Right, and so it's nice to not feel like you have to make a lifelong decision in a day.
Vicki, we don't need extra pressure, so I love this balanced market condition. Yeah. Let's tell people how they can reach out to you.
Oh, please call me, 713-823-3030, or you can go to the MarthaTurner.com website and find me, and the HAR website, Vicki Evans, VIKKIEVANS.
And one more time.
And Rich. Vicki and Rich. Yeah.
2 for 1. What's the phone number again?
My number is 713-823-3030.
Excellent, Vicki. Ladies and gentlemen, Vicki Evans with Martha Turner, Sotheby's International Realty. And say hi to Rich for us.
Thank you.
And we are going to come right back with even more. Stay with us.
Most people don't know that Stewart offers business, home, and auto insurance. In fact, Stewart Insurance and Risk Management has been doing that and more for over 10 years. And they partner with many leading insurance companies to offer great rates. They're a national insurance agency operating in all 50 states, delivering a broad range of insurance products. Whether you need a home insurance quote for a client's home closing or your own insurance needs, you can count on them. Call 866-845-4676. That's 866-845-4676. Stewart Insurance and Risk Management is here to help.
And welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. We're covering so many subjects today. I think that's very exciting. We've learned so much. This show is a resource, and now we have Kitty Guggenheim. She is with MGIC. Kitty, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Bill. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today.
Indeed. So when people hear MGIC, that sounds like magic to me. Tell us about your company. What does MGIC stand for?
Well, you're exactly right. Our acronym in the market is MAGIC, so we're very excited about that. But MGIC actually stands for Mortgage Guarantee Insurance Corporation. We actually have been around since 1957. We're celebrating our 60th birthday this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. The founder of our company, Max Carl, back in 1957, founded the whole mortgage insurance business.
The whole business in its entirety.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
It was founded originally as an alternative to FHA, and it provided a way for borrowers to be able to put less than 20% down to get a mortgage. So it was really an earth-shattering thing back in 1957.
Indeed. In fact, this gentleman sounds like a real visionary. Is he still part of the company?
Unfortunately not, but his ideas and his culture and his morals, everything that he brought with him at the beginning, have continued on through the years, and we operate in much the same way as he intended it at the beginning.
Well, very nice, Kitty. Let's tell people, first of all, there's so many things, and of course, I think every real estate transaction needs a little bit of magic somewhere along the like a little bit of seasoning.
Right.
But in case people don't know, PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance, for the novice, let's tell them what that is.
Private mortgage insurance is actually it's insurance that allows the borrower to obtain a mortgage loan with less than 20% down. And we insure conventional loans. So we work with all of the nationwide lenders, and we work with them and provide mortgage insurance to their borrowers to make a conventional loan much more affordable.
Remind them, so when would someone need PMI?
Well, we come into play when you're getting a mortgage loan, a conventional loan that has less than 20% down. So without mortgage insurance, to go the conventional route, you would have to have 20% down payment. So we are really encouraging the fact that we provide an avenue for the borrower to buy now rather than have to wait for the 20% down payment. So that's really the whole basis of private mortgage insurance, is helping the consumer buy now rather than having to wait for a 20% savings
And do you have
down payment.
Do you have an idea, let's say out of 10 or 100 loans, how many of them are less than the 20% down?
Well,
Roughly.
I would say probably 2.5 out of 10 need mortgage insurance, because there are those loans that have a higher than 20% down payment that don't need us. And then there's also the FHA and the VA that they have their own form of mortgage insurance. So probably, I would say a little over 2 out of 10 loans would go the private mortgage insurance route.
And I'm also thinking now of a real estate investor that may not put all their cash out, but be buying multiple homes. And does that come into play there?
It does. We do insure investment properties. We do tend to be careful about that, because that's an area that we were really hurt by back in the downturn. But we're happy to say that, yes, we do offer mortgage insurance on investment properties. So that's definitely one thing that we work with our lender customers on.
And also, Kitty, as we're going forth here, let's tell people the website and how they can reach you too.
Our website is mgic.com. And we also have a great website that I wanted to talk just a minute about. It's called mgic.com//buy now. So BUYNOW. And it provides a very good format for the borrower to actually plug in their numbers. You can put in your down payment, and it'll kind of help you decide, is it better to buy now or do I need to wait? So it's a great site. So that's another way that they can reach us. Primarily, it's mgic.com.
And I would think on both sites, there's probably all kinds of information that help explain and also all the different considerations someone would have in the real estate transaction. The other thing I would say is that every time I'm at a realtor function, you are always there. So it seems, how do you do that? Kitty, how are you everywhere? And tell us about your role with realtors, and what should realtors know about your company?
Well, it's funny. I know we have seen each other many, many times.
Hey, there's
different.
Kitty.
I know. I'm like, Bill, there you are. But I do try to be everywhere all the time. And that's a big part of our business, is just getting the word out about our company. As I mentioned, our direct customers are the lenders out there, but we realize that it all begins with the realtor. So we are very, very interested in trying to reach out to the realtors and provide as much information as we can to them about the home buying process and actually how we can benefit the realtor. We can help the realtor by helping them get more of their borrowers into homes faster, because you don't have to put all that money down with you when you get a loan with mortgage insurance. So we do definitely outreach to the realtors.
Because I would think there always has been a part of the market where people are at the brink of ready to buy, and a lot of times, like we're saying, they don't know that they're ready to buy, so they need that information, whether it comes from you and more likely the real estate professional out there, or the quote friend that they have as a realtor. A lot of times they say, oh, we need to find out, do you think we can buy a home? And then by having those resources, people like you with the real estate professionals, it makes it all happen, right?
Exactly. We work as a team. And again, we know it's a team effort between the realtor and the lender and the mortgage insurance company, MGIC, of course. But it's interesting, Bill, we've done some research and we found that more than 1 out of 3 buyers, they think that you have to have 20% or more down payment to get a home. And out of that number, 86% of those people are millennials. So 86% of the young population that are able to buy, they have a perception that you have to have 20% down. So we're
Unless
really
they're listening to this radio show right now.
Right. That's helping us spread the word. So thank you for that.
There you go. Kitty, say with the last minute in this segment, what else should people know?
Well, there's lots of advantages to mortgage insurance. We are a good thing. We're a positive thing. MGIC offers MI, which is cancelable. So you don't have to have it for the life of the loan. It can cancel at a certain point. So that's a huge positive. With FHA, the mortgage insurance stays for the life of the loan. We want everybody to be aware of that. It's also tax deductible. So that provides a tax benefit to the borrower as well. And the deductibility, the way that the bill was written, it really is providing the benefit to the people that need it the most. So it's tax deductible.
Excellent. Kitty, let's tell people again how they can reach out to you.
Well, I'd be happy to take calls at my cell phone of 713-582-6863. And you can also find me on our website of mgic.com. So those are the 2 main ways to find me.
Or just go to any real estate event and Kitty will be there.
Exactly. I look forward to seeing everyone there.
And until then, ladies and gentlemen, Kitty Guggenheim, just give her a call at 713-582-6863. Thank you, Kitty, and we're going to come right back with more on Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title.
Thanks, Bill.
If you've been in the real estate industry for any length of time, you know unexpected and costly events can happen. Safeguard yourself against the unexpected with Real Estate Errors and Omissions Insurance, or E&O, through Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. Not all E&O insurance policies are created equal. How confident are you that your current E&O policy fully protects you? Stewart Insurance and Risk Management offers expertise in the real estate industry and tailors your coverage to correctly manage your risk. With Stewart Insurance and Risk Management, facing the unexpected just became a lot easier. Safeguard your future with real estate E&O insurance through Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. Call today at 866-845-4676. That's 866-845-4676. Or email us at stewartinsurance@stewart.com to request tailored insurance options for you and your business.
And welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title, covering a lot of subjects today. Very interesting. And now, what about the home warranty? We have Christy Perkins with Home Warranty of America. Christy, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks so much.
Wow, too bad this is not TV. You have a beaming smile. So, first of all, Home Warranty of America. Let's tell people about that.
Yes, Home Warranty of America has been around for about 21 years now. We have worked with realtors throughout the country, all 50 states, and we have a 13-month home warranty, which is actually a month longer than the majority of the other offerings out there.
Now, I'm no mathematician, but that's longer than a year.
It is, actually, surprisingly.
I love that. Now, where's your company based out of?
We are based out of Buffalo Grove.
That's in Illinois, right?
It
Kinda near
is.
Chicago.
About an hour outside of Chicago, and we also have a corporate office here in Houston. What most people don't realize about us is that we are owned by Direct Energy, which is a local energy provider here in the Houston area.
And you have a lot of energy at the same time. Let's tell people, first of all, the home warranty. There's probably some misconceptions out there, even with people that have had home warranties. So let's kind of clear it up. What does the home warranty cover? And with your company, how many different plans are there for someone going, let's say, first through the real estate transaction?
Okay. With the real estate transaction, we start at day one, from the day that the home buyer leaves the closing table, cover the property for that 13 months. Now, there is a misconception that we cover everything in the home, which we don't.
Everything is one of those big words, like everything, never, always, right?
Right, yes.
Yeah, there's not in this world.
No.
But you cover a lot of things.
We do. So what we like to say is think peach. We cover plumbing, electric, appliances, cooling, and heating.
Well, that's a lot
Yeah,
right there.
it sure
in
is.
fact, if you only covered air conditioning and heating, we'd be happy campers for the most part.
Right, yes, especially in Texas.
Especially right here, because quite frankly, air conditioning, it is truly life support. We couldn't live here without it, even though they did 1,000 years ago. But
Hard to believe.
I digress. In the meantime, let's tell people as we're moving forth the website of your company and also how they can reach you.
Okay, great. It is www.hwahomewarranty.com.
One more time, hwahomewarranty.com. See, I remembered that just that quick.
Good.
Excellent.
And then the 800 number, if somebody's interested in calling in to place an order or has a question about our coverages, they can call 888-492-7359. We also have 4 local reps that work with the realtors in the area and establish relationships with them.
Now, are you one of the 4 or?
I'm not. I have a responsibility to handle the partnership between Stewart Title and Home Warranty of America.
Oh, so there's a partnership. Let's tell people about that.
Yeah. So our partnership started a handful of years ago, and we're just excited about it. What we are able to offer is home buyers to have the opportunity at the closing table, if they haven't already heard about home warranty or having their own home warranty, to have that opportunity to look over the pricing and the packaging that we offer right there at the closing table at Stewart Title.
And that's right. So many things happen at the closing table, but we do make it simple with this partnership with your company and also Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. We do make it easy for people should they want to choose HWA or with Stewart Title. It's very easy for them.
Yes, I would say it's very easy. We make it a 10-second process.
And also with you mentioned that one of the distinctions is the 13-month part of the thing, but what other distinctions does your company have in the home warranty world? Because there's a lot of home warranty reps out there. I've seen them.
There are, and there are a lot of other companies. You can think of home warranties as very similar across the board, but there are certain things that stand out for HWA. One of which is that we have no cap on Freon. So when somebody has our contract, our marquee plan, and their AC goes out when they call in, if it's just, hey, we just need to refill the Freon, or let's say they replace
That's
a part,
a big deal.
it's a
very
big
expensive.
deal. It is. So no cap on Freon. The other thing that we do that's new and exciting
It's
is
kind of like that all-you-can-eat buffet. Hey, Freon for everybody. The crab legs and the butter are being shoveled out there at the Bellagio buffet. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, but yeah. Okay, Freon. Yeah, we love Freon.
Freon's great.
All you can have.
And then in addition to that, we do a rekey. So if somebody's just moved into their new home, they have 6 locks throughout the house, they can call in and file a claim to have somebody come out and rekey their entire house for up to 6 locks. It's typically around $250, but they just pay the service fee, which is kind of like a deductible on your insurance. But our service fee ranges from $60 to $100, just depending on which package you get.
And also, now we're primarily talking about during the real estate transaction or at the real estate transaction. But let's say there's people listening out there that already have a home and they're not going to sell or buy a home anytime soon. And they're thinking, wonder if I can get this warranty. Is that possible?
Yes, it sure is. So we have a direct-to-consumer program. They would just call that same 800 number I mentioned a few minutes ago and say, hey, I just want to get a home warranty on my home. They can still get that great 13-month home warranty provided by the same great company.
Excellent. Now, also, what about things like pools? Not everybody has a pool, but I would think that's an a la carte item to add a pool or
Exactly.
coverage?
A la carte items. So we have our standard coverages and then we have our add-ons. So somebody can add a pool, a saltwater pool, an extra refrigerator or anything like that.
Very interesting. So it sounds like it's very easy. So let's say I have this home warranty, however, whether at the time of the real estate transaction or I buy it tomorrow and I have the problem. All of a sudden I'm noticing, gee, that air is not as cold as it was yesterday coming out of my vents. What do I do?
Call the 800 number, let them know that the AC is not working properly. What we do is we dispatch one of our local vendors to come out and assess the problem. Now, sometimes they can fix it on site. I will tell you, as a homeowner, last summer, I had somebody come out and fix something on site he was in and out in 30 minutes, and all we paid was the trade call fee. So that was really nice to have cool air by the end of that day. But we schedule somebody to come out. That vendor comes out, assesses the problem, takes a look at what is covered by the home warranty, and finalize the claim.
That sounds easy. And really, these air conditioning people out there really have their trucks loaded up with the parts because I think they know what's going to break, and every once in a while they may have to come back. But anytime I've had an experience with AC people, they usually work pretty well, whether it's a home warranty situation or not. In fact, we're going to be having an AC guy coming up on the show not that long from now. So let's tell in the last couple of minutes, what else do you want people to know about your company and what you offer?
Yeah, so we have great relationships throughout the country with realtors all over. We have 4 great reps here. We're definitely excited about the partnership with Stewart Title and, just looking to get everybody on board with a 13-month home warranty and the value that extra month brings to them.
That extra month, there's no telling what could happen in that just 1 month because that's like 30 days, right?
Yep, that's 30 days.
And what is it about? I'm telling you, I'm not that good at math, but I got 13 months, 30 days. In the meantime, what is it you love so much, say, with the last minute about this? Because you really seem to love your job.
Oh, I thank you. I do love my job. I love that we help people. So what the home warranty does is it provides the opportunity for a home buyer. Let's say it's somebody who's come to the table with every penny they had to put a down payment on or a partial down payment on. And something happens within the first couple of weeks and, they just call the home warranty, they pay a trade call fee, and we assist in taking care of the rest. So
I would think there's another advantage, and that is that other than the dollars and cents, what your company does is you have all the contractors assembled. So even when something goes wrong, they don't have to dig through and find out, ask their friend, hey, is this a good person? They've left it to you to determine because you don't hire or put just anybody as far as on your contracting team. You pick the right people and you have some kind of process, right?
Yes, we sure do. So we've got great vendors, we've got great vendor partnership relationships, and we offer, the kind of that one-stop shop.
No doubt about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the smiling Christy Perkins with HWA. One more time, let's tell them the website, Christy.
It is hwahomewarranty.com.
No doubt about it. Christy Perkins. Thank you, Christy. And we're going to come right back. Get a home warranty. Give her a call today. Check out the website. We're coming right back with more on Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Stay with us.
Stewart Title has been serving Texas for over 120 years. A Texas treasure, Stewart Title's longevity is a testimony to superior service, innovation, and knowing what their customers want. Recent surveys show that 92% of respondents want secure online tracking tools to help them during the closing process. Stewart Title offers the most robust and secure system to track transactions online available today. To learn more, contact Stewart Title at one of their many offices around the city. Stewart Title, online at stewart.com. That's STEWART.com.
All righty. We're coming right back, and we're right back right now. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Okay, we've talked about the home warranty. What about home insurance? What about fire? What about all those things that could happen? Stewart Insurance and Risk Management brings this show to you 175 times so far, counting this show. In fact, that is the serial number of this show, 175. And she is now here. Her name is Brittany Taggart with Stewart Insurance and Risk Management, where you can get home, auto, all kinds of insurance. Brittany, welcome.
Wow, 175, huh?
That's the serial number, Brittany, no matter how you look at
awesome.
it. That's right. It's amazing how many. And someone asked me the other day, well, how many guests have you had on? And I did the numbers, and I don't know exactly,
Right.
but I'm thinking it's about 700 guests since the beginning of this show.
At
And
least,
we've
yeah.
had many people come on time and time again. It's amazing.
It is amazing because we're out educating every single day, especially through this radio show, and it's exciting. So like Bill mentioned, I'm from Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. We basically provide insurance.
And I'm Bill.
Yes. Bill, our host. Come on, everybody knows you. You don't need an
Right.
introduction.
Okay. There you go.
So we actually provide insurance expertise to the real estate industry. Being owned by Stewart Title, it's a natural niche there. And since we just talked about home warranty, I wanted to touch on the importance of home warranty, not only to the home buyers, which we touched a lot on, but also for realtors. When you provide a home warranty on a transaction, that actually it's shown to have reduced your liability, reduced the amount of claims that can actually come against you, because guess what? Now you have a home warranty between you and the buyer. We just mentioned that maybe somebody brings every single dollar they have to the closing table, and then something goes wrong with the home. And so sometimes that can come back to liability on the realtor, and emotions are high, it's an emotional purchase. And so it's good to have that buffer as a realtor, and it's also good to give that service to them because we want them to have a good experience the first 13 months in their home, right?
That's right. In fact, it goes hand in hand, and that's so important. Even with the name of the company, Stewart Insurance and Risk Management, right there, it reminds us that part of our financial strength as an individual, as a family, is minimizing risk, and that's what insurance does, but also going hand in hand with that home warranty. We really need to analyze our protection using professionals like yourself and the great team at Stewart Insurance and Risk Management, in addition, people like Christy over at HWA. It's so important.
Yes, it is. And like she mentioned, there are a few different plans, and so you have to know what you're purchasing. A lot of times the real estate agent might be the director in that. A lot of times maybe the escrow officer. It's good to know as a home buyer what you're getting for your home warranty and also your home insurance. I know we touched on maybe a home warranty is different than home insurance, and the fact that a home warranty covers peach, plumbing, electrical, appliance, heating, cooling. So
You
that's
got it.
the
Okay, you
peach.
passed the
yeah,
test.
I
All right.
got the last two letters there. but basically that's what a home warranty covers. And for home insurance, it's more having to do with the structure itself, the home, your liability as a homeowner, and then your personal contents. And sometimes that can get mixed up with your appliances and things like that. But it's really home insurance is really for damage due to some outside peril, or what we call a cause of loss. Theft, wind, rain, all of those things can damage your home and your personal belongings, and that's what home insurance is for.
And also, Brittany, let's tell people as we go forth here, what is the phone number for people to reach out to Stewart Insurance and Risk Management?
So our phone number is 866-845-4676, and that is directly to our team, so we can advise you on your home insurance, home warranty options, and all other insurance needs.
Now, if someone wants the home warranty, can they call you, or should they
Absolutely.
go? Okay, so that's also, you're fielding those calls as well.
Yes, yeah, that's what we have as far as the 10-second ordering process with home warranty. We
10
actually
seconds?
10 seconds. Yes, it's super easy. We only need a couple pieces of information. A lot of them come in through email as well, so we just need a few pieces of information, and we're able to secure that for the home buyer. So that's what our partnership is about. It's actually through Stewart Home Warranty, and it's powered by Home Warranty of America, or HWA.
Well, I think it's very interesting. As people know, Stewart Title has been around here over 124 years. People know we've started in Galveston, Texas. We're all over the United States. We are an international company with the the stock symbol as STC. So the symbol of the stock is traded, but also we're international, and we're providing title insurance, home, auto insurance, as in Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. We're really helping people be protected in a tremendous way with the top people in the industries in all these categories.
Absolutely. That was an awesome way to say it.
But that's so important. And say, Brittany, with the last 30 seconds or so, what else should we know about Stewart Insurance and Risk Management?
Well, just that we're here to really be advisors and be educators. We want to share our knowledge with you, and like you said, it's the top people in the industry that really make that difference, because you have to know your industry, you have to know how to educate and how to properly insure in our case. So that's why you should give us a call at 866-845-4676 so we can make sure that you're properly insured.
And you have the all-stars there, people like yourself. Tom Carpentier leading the company in a magnificent way, 24/7. Michelle Steffen and the one and only Will Elizondo, really insurance superstars. One more time,
Yes.
The phone number?
866-845-4676.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stewart Insurance and Risk Management, they bring the show every time, 175 times, all these many years. And now he's back. You're thinking again about the foundation. He is Brandon Hogue with Structured Foundation Repair. Brandon, just during the course of the show, I think some homes have been shifting. I don't know. I could hear it out in the distance.
Well, they can give us a call.
Tell us the website again, Brandon.
The website is www.structuredhouston.com.
Now, also, what about rainfall, Brandon? I'm thinking about lately we've had really heavy downpours and then kind of a drying period and then heavy downpours again. That seems to be the trend. Tell us about how that affects the foundation.
Yeah, again, we sit on a clay soil, and that soil is expansive. So when it gets wet,
Like a
it
sponge.
swells. Exactly. It swells when it gets wet. It shrinks when it gets dry, and that foundation moves up and down, not to mention with all the rain that we get here in Houston, that can lead to drainage issues. And that can lead to a foundation problem as well in terms of upheaval, which is actually worse. So that needs to be addressed by a drainage system.
Also, and then a few years ago, remember how dry it was? I mean, it was dry.
2011.
Oh, my
Yes,
goodness. Let's tell people again, your phone number?
It's 832-230-5490.
Brandon Hogue, Structured Foundation Repairs. And now,
Thank you, Bill.
thank you, sir. She is back, Vicki Evans with Martha Turner, Sotheby's International Realty. Vicki, how are you?
I'm terrific.
And
How are you?
During the course of the show, you probably had sold a home or two. I saw you working on your phone there.
Yeah, just two.
Just two.
Yeah, just
Way
two. But
to go.
give me till the end of the day.
Well, also, let's take a look. We're midway through the year. What's your feel? If you were to speculate, how's it look for the rest of the year from your perspective?
I think the market looks strong. I mean, we still have low rates, which is very enticing for people when they're trying to evaluate, should I stay a rental or
Hey, wait a
should
minute. There's a song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? I don't know if I have that right. Did you ever hear it?
You got it.
Yeah, should I stay or should I go? No, no.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway.
No one wants to hear me sing, but
or
okay.
me. Yeah, so I think it's still a very enticing and attractive choice to make to buy versus renting. And I think the market is showing that while there's more inventory, there's more sales, so the market seems to be vibrant.
Also, as a realtor, you have to have a team in place when you're thinking title companies, even foundations, interior decorators. The realtor is so important. You have to have all these tools when people ask you, how do you determine the right people and the right companies that you work with?
You are absolutely spot on right, because it's not just about finding a house that you love. It's about taking that client from that point to close. And thank you, Stewart Title. You've been my title company for the last two transactions, and they've both been with foreign investors, which has not been just a slam dunk. It's been a little complicated, and the group at Stewart Title has really been magnificent, and the difference between closing and not closing.
Indeed.
Yeah, and same with lenders and inspection companies and home warranties, all very important part of the team.
Every real estate transaction is like a fingerprint. It is unique. Vicki, let's tell people how they can reach out to you one more time.
I'm at Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. My cell phone is 713-823-3030. And if I'm not around, you can call my partner, Rich Evans, at 713-823-3020.
Vicki Evans, and thank you for closing at Stewart Title. Vicki, one more time, her number is 713-823-3030. And now she's back. Thank you, Vicki. Kitty Guggenheim. Kitty, welcome back to the show. With the last minute or so, what else would you like people to know?
Magic, that's right. Well, I want to say thank you for having me, and I just appreciate the opportunity to talk to the consumers out there that mortgage insurance through MGIC gives you an opportunity to get in sooner. Buy now, don't wait. And I think it dovetails very nicely on what Vicki talked about. We're providing affordable options to help buyers get in now.
Excellent. And your phone number, Kitty?
My cell number is 713-582-6863. And you can also find me and all of our nationwide reps at mgic.com.
Excellent. We'll also look for you at the museum, the Guggenheim Museum. Kitty Guggenheim. Thank you, Kitty. And now she's back. Christy Perkins, HWA. Christy, well, what's the last word here on the show? What
The
should we know?
last word is every buyer should have a home warranty on their
they
home.
should have all the Freon that they could stand.
All the Freon, no cap.
That's awesome. And let's tell people your website again.
It is hwahomewarranty.com.
And I would say also one of the reasons Stewart Title, and correct me if I'm wrong, chose your company is that you are all over the United States, like Stewart Title. Is that correct?
We are. That is correct. All 50 states.
All 50 states. And one more time, how can they reach out to you, Christy?
Phone number 888-492-7359.
Thank you so much. Christy Perkins with Home Warranty of America, partnering with Stewart Title and Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. Give them a call. Let's say you don't have to wait till you need till you got the renewals for your auto or your home or anything like that. Give the professionals at Stewart Insurance and Risk Management a call. Go to Stewart.com. You can see the full menu of insurance right there on the first page, Stewart.com. And oh yeah, serial number 175. You can hear any of these shows at Stewart.com/Houston, all 175. Once again, Stewart.com/Houston. And until next week, I hear the music. It's so exciting. Even though the show is ending at the time of broadcast, it doesn't really end because you can always go to Stewart.com/Houston. Oh, yeah, it's like Netflix, but different. On demand. Real Estate Matters on demand. Stewart.com/Houston. And until next week, thank you, Tom Carpentier, Brittany Taggart, Kitty Guggenheim, and her museum, Brandon Hogue. Well, maybe not really. Christy Perkins, and Vicki and Rich Evans. And Vicki was here speaking for Rich, and we'll check Rich out next time. So glad that you tuned in. Until next week, we'll see you then.